Hello there, welcome to a brand new Hobby Streak week. This week we start with day 2582. As ever, I finished last week's Hobby Week with some roleplay. This time we were playing Pirate Borg. It's a really fun game filled with lots of lovely paranoia, because that's what my character apparently does. He gives people paranoia because he's devious and treacherous. And it's been an absolute blast. Lots of funny moments and really sort of cool examples of just how you can prat around in roleplay. It's been fantastic. And normally I'd be finishing on what I continuing what I started with last week, which is Gladiator, but I'm kind of sick to death of the Combat Patrol stuff not being finished. So I'm going to start doing that as well this week, and I'm going to be starting with the guys, the Infernus Marines that I've got. I've got some transfers. God, so many transfers. I'm just going to finish off the paint thing. They're mostly finished, but I'm going to neaten things up and basically finish off the areas that we haven't actually got the paints for yet. So basically, they are completely finished now. I'm also going to do things like add a little bit of dust and dirt on them to make them look a bit like they're being in the battlefield. I don't really like doing like chips and paintwork and stuff like that. It's fine, but I just can't be bothered, to be honest. I'm very happy with the way they come out. I'll continue Gladiator tomorrow. Today is day 2583, and I'm gonna get Gladiator so close to being finished, but not quite finished. Once again, it seems I'm being plagued by phone calls now during my hobby streak. It never used to happen, but now it's becoming a regular occurrence, and it's quite frankly getting on my jubblies. It's like seemingly every time I sit down and paint now, my phone rings. And it's always someone that I do have to actually answer as well. It's not just cold calls. However, he himself is finished. His base is almost finished. I got to the point where I started to paint his puff of smoke that happened. So I'll be finishing that off tomorrow. And then I can start on the next couple of projects. Ooh, how exciting. Today is day 2584. As I said yesterday, I'm going to finish off Gladiator. You'd not know, if you're not English, you're not going to recognise that. Don't know why I did that. Anyway, yeah, there wasn't much left to do, but it did take about 40 minutes to finish off what I needed to finish off. He's a spectacular model. He wasn't worth the price, but mostly the price was coming for or was spent on the cards, to be honest, I think. Most of which I can't read because they're in different languages, which is not useful. I really wish Atomic Mass would stop putting all of the different languages in the sets, because I feel like a bad person, because I'm endlessly throwing away cards that I'm never going to use. So yeah, it would be nice if they stopped that, but they're probably never going to. Anywho, he is now sort of done and dusted. So we're on to our next project, which is Inquisitor. Now, bear with me. Ostromandius. Probably pronounced that wrong, but he's the free Year 4 Warhammer Plus miniature. He's a spectacular dude. I had to get him. He's absolutely gorgeous. Plus, might as well take benefit of take my benefit from the free model, because I subscribe to Warhammer Plus. It's got some great stuff on there, and it's a good way to actually learn some more advanced techniques as well if you follow my videos. But yeah, however, I did hit a wash wall with him. So while I hit the wash wall with him, I start the next project, which is the Masters of the Universe, Lord Hordak on a Mantisaur. I want to say it's a Mantisaur. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. So let's get him underway. He's not going to take too long because he's mostly black, and so is the Mantisaur. So it's going to be an incredibly short video and paint guide for him. But again, I hit a wash wall with him, which was handy, because once I hit the wash wall with him, I could then go back to Ostromandius. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Am I pronouncing that wrong? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And get him more sort of underway. However, that was as far as I got. I looked at my clock, and I was like, oop, I'm actually over today. So, had a blast. The models that I'm currently painting look fantastic, or they will look fantastic when they're finished. Smug. No, they'll look average. But I'm going to sort of crack on with these tomorrow, and I can't wait. Today is day 2585. I'm going to continue with I've completely forgotten his name. Osmandius. That's not it. That's the guy from Watchmen. It's something similar to that. And, of course, I'm also going to continue with Lord... oh, my God. Hordak. Oh, my God. Today's not a good day for names. So... It's mostly wash day for Osmendius. Let's just call him the Inquisitor. For him, I'm going to start his armor, and then he's basically going to get 3 washes of non-oil to make that armor sort of super dark, and sort of I want the hint of red coming through, but a very sort of black shading. So I'll be doing that. While that's going on, I'm going to be going backwards and forwards with Hordak here and his Manticore. Not really much left to paint on these guys, to be honest. It's just mostly detail work for the Manticore and Hordak. But yeah, today there were washes that had to be done, so a lot of today's day was spent sitting there doing nothing. It's incredibly boring when you sort of got washes planned. I could have started another project, but I didn't want to because the next set of Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol is arriving today, so I'll be starting that as well. I've already got like 6 videos running as it is. Today is day 2587, and I'm going to be doing more work on the Inquisitor. Completely forgot his name. Plus, the Combat Patrol stuff did arrive as well. We're starting the Leagues of Votan. Very excited about that. Still waiting for that Orc buggy, though. I really want that Orc buggy. I need to finish off the Orcs. It's driving me insane. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just did more painting. I'm trying to take things a lot slower, I think, with the painting. I'm going to start going a little bit more detailed thing. I think I've sort of got to trying to produce so many combat patrols, so many videos a week that I've sort of started to rush things a little bit, and I think I need to just rein myself back in and slow down considerably instead. It's a lot more enjoyable when you do it that way rather than the speedy Gonzalez way, and overall I've been having an absolute blast painting the good Inquisitor here. He'll be finished tomorrow, and then I can continue with Lord Hordak and the Manticore. Today is day 2587, and I'm going to continue with, I've completely forgot his name again, Osmandius, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to continue with the Inquisitor. I don't have as much time as I normally do because it's a Saturday, so it's pretty much going to just be sort of starting the metal and giving that a bit of a wash, and sort of kind of continuing with a few smaller details. Actually having a blast with this guy. Oh, I also managed to finish off the inquisitorial symbols as well. He's mostly done now. It's pretty much just his base and just like a couple of bits like his eyes and things to be done. So I should hopefully get him finished by tomorrow, but I will be using a technical paint and I don't know how quickly that's going to dry. Probably not going to take, or probably going to take too long, so I won't get him finished tomorrow, but I might get, well, he will be done by Monday. Oh, today is day 2588, and gonna almost finish Osmandius. Oh, it's not his name. I nearly finished him, but unfortunately, I predicted, correctly. The technical paint for the base was not quite finished and dried by the time I sort of finished this video. So annoyingly, I'll have to do that tomorrow. So that'll be the first thing I do tomorrow. However, I did move on to the Manticore, and I didn't get him finished either, really annoyingly. He's nearly done too, but I was sat there and waited for a wash to dry, and I was really hesitant about starting another project. I didn't want to do that. Unfortunately, that's as far as I got on both those guys today. They will be finished tomorrow, however. This is the very first thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to start with the next Combat Patrol video. So I'm going to do another unit. I'm going to do another Space Marine unit. I think I'm going to finish off the Terminators, get them out of the way. And tonight, I think I'm going to put together the first dude for the Leagues of Votan and start on that Combat Patrol video. So he'll get painted next week as well. I'm then going to start the Star Wars Shatterpoint Ewok set. Hopefully, we'll get that finished by the end of the week. There's quite a lot there, so it's going to be hit and miss. And then I think I'm going to go back into Crisis Protocol after that, and some more Motu. So we're kind of starting to get a rhythm again, or I feel like I'm getting a rhythm again. I don't really have as much time to paint at the moment because I'm still trying to swipe my flat after decorating, which is highly annoying. I've got loads of Lego sets that I need to put together, and they're currently sort of everywhere, so I need to get that done. This week, however, very happy the way it's come out. We've finished off unit for combat patrol. So that's completely done and dusted. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Of course, we've done another Marvel Crisis Protocol model. I love these models so much. We've got the Good Inquisitor nearly finished. Again, a fantastic model. And of course, we're nearly got Hordak there done as well. Overall, it's been an enjoyable week. And I'm looking forward to next week. If you want to see that, give the channel a subscribe, the video a like, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any sort of things you want to see me paint, just leave it in the comments, and I'll think about it.